Revelio.
It is a book after all.
wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Revelio. What are you up to now?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the minister. My instinct is to follow the path we are on.
I understand.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is... But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and we have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class? Garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I wonder if hippogriffs like not grass.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea. I'm not going to lose any.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Well, I've yet to
Mithras
understand how
fancy
one is
or
expected
roses?
to do the homework for Bin's class, since that will require staying awake.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outs. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly... Come back and see me when you're finished.
What should I be doing right now?
I'd like you to get some hands-on experience with the... They're in the...
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was... Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cat. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have... Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those... vicious little bastards, aren't they? Not saying you can't go it alone.
Just because those cabbages...
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're... You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was. And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves,
I tended to the Chinese chomping.
Too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered.
Magical plants have so much...
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in.
I hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything. standard. That goes for plants as well as...
Off on another adventure.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Shouldn't there be orders or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the...
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which is true.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pipins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Professor, what should I be doing again?
You should have collected... Finish your potion.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last thing.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll...
I'll get you the Fwooper.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers on. Wait until you see what I'm brewing.
Your potion should not be that.
Revelio.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! You should get back to brewing your endurance.
Fine job brewing your first Wickenweld potion. But there are many potions.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Adura's potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which... That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question, but...
Oh! You're the new student. And I've never seen anyone brew...
I'm glad I was able to get...
You must simply have a knack. Some students seem so confounded by... A fascinating language, but... Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm.
That was interesting.
Thanks. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when...
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle off. Sharp may seem gruff. Best be off.
My robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
Handy resource indeed.
While I remember.
Thomas Brown knows more about books than anyone. Well, perhaps not Madam, but anyone else, I'd say.
Isn't Sebastian Sallow's family from Belgrade?
Revelio.
Have you ever seen a professor outside the class?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Lumos.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Revelio. This looks intriguing. Accio. Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Lumos. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Lumos. Accio.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure.
Splendid! Precisely the...
What do you need help retrieve?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant. They never returned. We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back. Father was so distraught that he forbade our a treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down...
What exactly is an
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used. Sadly, I don't...
It sounds dangerous.
I understand. But I'd be I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location. My best guess is that it's just over there. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. Grace, what was it you needed my help with?
I was hoping you could dive down and retrieve...
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It would. Thank you so much for doing this. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is set. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful force.
Is that the magic you used fighting?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see... I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow... I realized something that day. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And so both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow. I am not going to sit by and...
Good.
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus taking him down would cripple Rook.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Sing...
I spoke with her. She was pale. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about him. I was thinking that we could invest...
All right, but...
I am going to watch and live. In the meantime, remember...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
But Mummy...
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me? Hmm?
Very well, Mummy.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal's.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do?
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. Which means he's free to do what he wants.
Can you tell me a bit?
Oh, in fact, my prices are low enough already.
What do you have for sale?
My ingredients are all local to this area.
That will be all. Thank you for your time. Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. I never thought it'd come to this.
They attacked you?
Oh, when I said as much, they turned on me.
You mentioned that you're painting.
I am. It's my calling, though most would. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's, without my carts and my livelihood.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. Things have taken a... Ranrock assumed that...
I'm sorry this happened.
That is very kind of... I did enchant the... Slim though the chances may be. It was nice meeting you.
Revelio.
Under better circumstances.
Wonder who lives here. After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
They must have come this way! Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Nobody can miss one.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Yay there! If a bit we can hold out!
I can throw anything.
You will pay for your
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your... Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were...
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and...
It's a long story, but...
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Prior, best get moving on my...
You mentioned someone...
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were... Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. She's a travelling vendor.
You're a researcher?
Mere myth. Your luck chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some...
Fixtures?
These vine... I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested.
Well then, I'll let you in on it. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. but I believe I have just unlocked a crucial... I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly... I had just arrived to test my theory when... You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre.
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. I brought a trunk chock full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pies. Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a
We can indeed. However, how does it work? I must review...
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has... You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. My guess is that each will... Which you can find in Hogsmeade, should you need... I really must... And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Incendio. Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Were you calling me, Gareth?
You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
Where do you find time for this and your homework?
I've plenty of time for both. Been managing for years. So, I suspect the key ingredient... I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. I was hoping you...
Of course.
Brilliant, thank you. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch.
Couldn't you have someone...
They're not for sale. So,
Are you on?
Goodness, it's a sweets ingredient.
I'll see what I...
Fair enough. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me.
I'll need to get those dried billywigs things for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction.
You there?
A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Protego. Reparo. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend. Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
This looks like the right statue. Password.
Descendium.
Goodness. Who knew this was all down here?
Revelio.
A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken though. That seems to have done the trick. This castle will never cease to surprise me.
Incendio.
I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here?
Levioso!
I'm going to have to get past this.
Levioso! Reparo. Leviosa. Incendio.
Go and I'll make it across.
Reparo. Leviosa!
Something is getting in the way of that platform.
Accio! Leviosa!
That did the trick. This must be the way out. I need to find a way to open that gate.
Incendio!
Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes.
Revelio! Revelio.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth?
Revelio.
I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe's going to turn out.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio.
I told you not to go down that path.
Miss Peck said a customer lost a deer all around here. I know we're not supposed to go down there. I just thought...
You could have got us in a lot of trouble.
I'm very sorry, Father. Only she said I might earn a reward. Instead, I just wasted our time. There you are! Ha! Finally! I'll have enough for that wind wisp. Ah, well, not meant to be. Also, I may have knocked over a dustbin back there.
Never mind, I'll fix it. As always.
Revelio.
Toadstool tails always made me...
Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Stop by whenever you're about. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. sure to stop by whenever you're about. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Revelio.
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time.
Revelio.
You'd think knowing spells. Never seems to work that way.
Revelio.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso.
Hello again. Were you able to get...
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywigs.
You got them! Incredible.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant! Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you...
You there? Yes, you.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Lumos.
This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
A small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
I beg your pardon. Roast beef. Rotten roast beef.
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ugh. I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it. Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course.
Revelio.
Here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves. I'm already imagining sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
Revelio.
A student
Never
in
will
the
understand
kitchen.
students.
What could they
Plenty
want?
of delicious food. Found themselves a bit peckish, likely. You know how
Certainly
hungry
makes
growing
Rookie's job
humans can
easier.
be.
Here's a welcome treat. Delicious. It smells glorious in here. Here's a welcome treat. Delicious. Here's some beef, but it's not rotten. I'd best keep looking. Revelio. Ugh, there's a disgusting smell. I must be getting close.
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely, but what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
Do you and the other house elves conjure the food served in the Great Hall?
Food is one of the 5 principal exceptions to We can, however, multiply it, transform it, and...
Are there any restrictions?
Finky supposes not. However, Finky has had the best luck with Herquins.
Is it all right for students to wander?
Well, since you asked, there's nothing that lifts Finky's... We so rarely get visitors, and we...
It was nice to meet...
Happy to help.
Revelio.
Who knew all of this was going on right beneath our feet?
Master's house elf Scrope sometimes sneaks into the kitchen late at night to pilfer a morsel. We look the other way.
Ah, you're back.
Not at all. Finky sent her...
Ah, glad to hear it. Now, let's get that beat.
This is all rather
Terribly sorry. Sir Patrick organises the Headless Hunt.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt. Shall we?
What am I supposed to do when we...
Allow me to do the... I'm certain they'll be welcoming to you. It is, in a way. You see, offering the beef to Sir Patrick.
Is the Headless Hunt Dane?
Oh, the Headless Hunt wouldn't hurt a fly, let alone
Very well.
Ah, wonderful.
Feeling of a breeze through my hair. Or so I...
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here.
What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsett. Do let us pass. We brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from a young jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.